The fall of Detroit, a city once known as the Motor City and the Arsenal of Democracy, is a complex and multifaceted story that has been unfolding over the course of several decades. The decline of Detroit can be traced back to a number of factors, including economic, political, and social changes that have occurred both within the city and throughout the country. One of the main factors that contributed to the fall of Detroit was the decline of the automobile industry. Detroit was built on the back of the automobile industry, with companies like Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler putting the city on the map as the center of American automotive manufacturing. However, in the latter half of the 20th century, the industry began to suffer as foreign competition increased and automation made it possible for manufacturers to produce cars with fewer workers. This led to the closure of many factories in Detroit and the loss of hundreds of thousands of jobs. Another major factor that contributed to the fall of Detroit was the loss of population. As the city lost jobs and industry, many residents left in search of better opportunities elsewhere. This led to a decline in the city's tax base, which in turn led to a decline in public services. The population loss also led to a decline in property values, which further eroded the city's tax base. As a result, the city struggled to provide basic services like public safety and trash collection. Racial tension also played a role in the fall of Detroit. Detroit has always been a heavily segregated city, and as the city's African American population grew in the 20th century, they were largely relegated to the inner city while white residents moved to the suburbs. This led to a lack of investment in inner city neighborhoods, which further contributed to the decline of the city. This also led to issues such as poor schooling and lack of access to quality jobs and services, which in turn led to poverty and high crime rates. The city's government and leadership also played a significant role in the fall of Detroit. For decades, the city was plagued by political corruption and mismanagement. This led to a lack of accountability and a failure to address the city's problems. When the city's finances started to spiral out of control in the 2000s, the state of Michigan was forced to intervene, and the city was placed under emergency management in 2013. The city filed for bankruptcy in July 2013, the largest municipal bankruptcy case in U.S. history. Despite all these challenges, Detroit is also a story of resilience, determination, and a city that is on a path of resurgence. In recent years, the city has made some progress in addressing its problems. The city has attracted new investment, and many businesses and entrepreneurs are moving back to the city. The city is also working to revitalize its downtown and attract new residents. The city's population has also started to rebound, and many people are finding that Detroit is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. In conclusion, the fall of Detroit was a result of a complex set of factors that included the decline of the automobile industry, loss of population, racial tension, and mismanagement by the city's government and leadership. While the city has faced many challenges, it has also shown a remarkable resilience and determination to turn things around. While there is still a long way to go, Detroit is on a path to resurgence.